There are countless animals that roam the earth. Among the invertebrates are mollusks. They are one of the most diverse animal groups on the planet. Scientists have counted more than 110,000 species, with many more undiscovered. Despite their diversity, mollusks do share some characteristics. They are all coelomate animals with a soft internal body, bilateral symmetry, a digestive tract with 2 openings, a muscular foot, and a mantle. The mantle is a membrane that covers the inner organs of mollusks and sometimes secretes calcium carbonate to form a shell. Others have adapted to a life without one. Mollusks are divided into classes, one of which is bivalves. They can be described as very slow. Bivalves, such as clams, mussels, oysters, and scallops, are all aquatic mollusks. They use their muscular foot to attach to reefs and rocks or to dig deep in the sand. One species of bivalves is Tridacna gigas, or giant clams. You find these enormous clams anchored to the coral reefs in warm, salty, tropical waters up to 20 meters deep in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. These clams are considered vulnerable due to over-harvesting for food and their shells. They can live to over 100 years old in the wild and can grow to more than 4 feet, making it the biggest clam in the world. Their large zigzag shell is used for protection and can be a variety of colors including brown, blue, green, and yellow. The shell has a hinge called the byssal opening where its muscular foot attaches to the surface. Giant clams have millions of offspring. Both male and female reproductive organs release millions of sperm and eggs into the water to be fertilized. This can occur throughout the year at any time. However, temperature, salinity, lighting, and the tide all play into spawning. They more commonly release gametes during warmer times of the year. Although giant clams are very big, they have a lot of predators, including eels, snails, fish, and starfish, that all feed off small parts of their flesh. Humans are also a big predator because they harvest them for food. Giant clams feed off a variety of different foods that their reef has to offer. They are omnivorous, but most of their nutrients comes from the algae that cover their mantle. The clams use a siphon to filter the water and eat small food particles and prey, such as plankton and the surrounding water. The reason the giant clams get so big is because the algae provides sugars and proteins for growth. Giant clams do not have much behavior because once they settle down, they stay there its whole life. They are light sensitive and open and close based on how much light there is. Giant clams have adapted to a life in symbiosis with algae. The giant clams rely on the algae for food, and the algae relies on the giant clams for protection and a place to photosynthesize. Because giant clams are so big, there have been myths of the clams eating humans. But this seems nearly impossible because they are shy creatures and would probably just hide in its shell. The myth was a result of clams closing quickly because of light sensitivity. Just like humans, there are no 2 clams that are exactly alike. They each have their own unique pattern. Unlike other bivalves, giant clams can never completely close their enormous shell. These amazing creatures are just one of many mollusks that live on Earth.